20 minutes in already.
What's going on, everybody? We should be live. Welcome to another episode of Whiskey Thursday. We'll be your host tonight. I'm Matt Kramer, and this is my co-host, Shane Hillier. Shane, how you doing?
What is going on? I don't know what's going on here with you, Matt, tonight. But I assume that you are excited because you finally sold your home. Congratulations, Matt. It's been a long time. You've been dealing with this very odd buyer.
Interesting sale.
Yeah. Anyways, so welcome to Whiskey Thursday, another episode here. We're so excited to have Forrest. What is up? Finally on Whiskey Thursday. Forrest is an Academy member.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. It says, sorry, we're having trouble playing video. So,
oh my God.
Give me a second. Let's see if we're actually live.
We are live. I can see.
Oh boy.
Okay.
We broke it already.
No, we're live.
All right. So it's working for you. It's just not showing me in the preview. So if you're watching live right now, hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay in the comments down below. Let us know where you're watching from. And
let us know you can hear us too, right?
Yeah, that you can hear us.
Make sure that
yes,
I'm
going to be
live
tonight.
Live your location, and can you hear us? Let's hear it all tonight on Whiskey Thursday.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Relax, Matt.
It's been a week, man.
Anyway,
and then you got Facebook going nuts.
What's
we haven't even touched that. Like Facebook and the CPMs and everything is going nuts right now. So, anyways.
This is pretty typical for this time of year. You know, Q4 is coming up. We've got Christmas coming up. We've got, I think it's gonna be a tough couple months, the next few months for marketers like us, right? When we were talking about this earlier today, or last night we were talking about this, right? So, Well, listen, let's welcome. Let's go ahead and welcome our guest here. We've got Forrest that's on with us tonight. We're going to talk about automation, client acquisition. Forrest has gone ahead and he's actually part of the Academy. He's been around since April of last year. We figured that out earlier on before we went live here. So we're super excited to have Forrest on board. He's gone ahead and built up his agency over five figures here. And he's nailed down some really cool acquisition methods. More specifically, I think we're going to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that he's doing with LinkedIn. However, unfortunately, we're having some delays here because Forrest is about 10 seconds behind.
See.
So, but we're going to make it work tonight. It's all good. We're going to make it work.
You said he's running You said he's running a 5-figure agency. I think it was 5 figures per month. We get so caught up with agency numbers and monthly that that would be a 6-figure agency. But yeah, I believe he's crushing 5 figures a month right now. Right, Shane? Shane, are you now frozen? Yep. Oh, yeah. Forrest agreed. Sorry. We said that like half a minute ago. So my bad. No, it looks like
great.
Shane is now frozen. So Shane, hello, Earth to Shane. Like I said, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties tonight. So we'll do our best to get through it. I think it's going to be a great episode still. Shane and I are probably just going to shut up and let Forrest tell us all about what he's doing, all the successes that he's having, and how exactly he's having that success. So, Forrest, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. It has been a busy week for me. I just barely got paid ads up and running, and so it's been a little too busy, but it's just the agency saying where I need to work harder. So good growing pains.
Yeah. And when you say you got ads up and running, are you referring to your clients, or are you referring to like you got ads up and running for your own accounts and whatnot?
For my own agency. Yeah.
Okay.
Facebook was a pain in the butt trying to get my ads up and running and actually getting good results. I mean, there were 5, 6 other really close agency owners that I'm friends with, and they were all getting $10, $15 booked appointments. And so it wasn't until I said, screw you, Facebook, I'm going over to LinkedIn, and started running some ads on LinkedIn, got some traffic, got a little bit of a built up audience, shared it with Facebook, and now I'm running hot.
Nice. So you're actually using Facebook to acquire new Facebook ad agency clients. Is that right?
Agents, real estate agents.
Yeah. No, I love it. I mean, that's something that a lot of people don't end up doing that, which is crazy because we run Facebook ad agencies, right? And a lot of people will not end up running ads for their own agency. So, no, that's cool. So,
hey, I have a question. Did you say you were running ads on LinkedIn as well?
I am, yeah. And it's fantastic.
That's huge, right? Because like I don't think people realize. I think a lot of people find that LinkedIn ads are actually really expensive, right?
mm-hmm.
But there's little things you can do. You can actually negotiate rates with LinkedIn, which is kind of cool. I worked with another client where we were actually able to negotiate the rates on the advertising side. It was like a quarter of the price of Facebook. You can actually dial it in, figure it out. It actually ends up being cheaper than Facebook, and your audience is a lot more targeted than it would be on Facebook as well, right? What are you sort of seeing on LinkedIn right now?
So LinkedIn, I've only dabbled a little bit when it comes to generating home buyers and sellers. A lot of it has just been trying to find brokerage owners and real estate agents to bring on as clients. But I'm sitting at like a 80 or 90% contact rate. And by contact rate, I mean, they receive the first 2 text messages from my campaigns because we're just running lead forms on LinkedIn. And they say, hey, call me at this time or call me right now. And then we book the call, or if I'm available, I call them right then and there.
There you go. That'll work.
It's really cool. How much easier is it to run, or what are some of the key differences on LinkedIn that you're seeing compared to sort of Facebook? Are you seeing the same targeting options? Are you seeing, specific things that you can't do on Facebook, but you can do on LinkedIn? Like, what is it that is a lot different for LinkedIn?
I think the biggest thing I like with LinkedIn is you can actually see how much of your custom audience is getting matched with what they have on their platform. And so I want to say I have right around 150,000 actively matched emails and phone numbers on LinkedIn compared to Facebook. I don't know how many are actually matched. And because of that, I'm able to create a very, very specific lookalike audience off of that 150,000. As well as ad copy, you can only use X amount of characters. They're pretty sensitive with what questions you can ask and how well or how quickly your landing pages load. So, I mean, it really comes down to just learning the rules and figuring out what works and what doesn't work, what they like, what they don't like.
Interesting. So is it a way for you to take that, like, I don't know if you can get inexpensive top of the funnel leads from LinkedIn and move them over to Facebook, or are you doing it from Facebook to LinkedIn, or like, what are you kind of seeing there?
So something I've been doing for a long, long time, probably about a year and a half now, is with this software I have that's helping me automate all my LinkedIn. I'm actually using any emails and phone numbers that I can grab off of my connections or attempted connections, and I'm pushing it over to an Excel spreadsheet with a Zap, and then I'm creating a custom lookalike audience off of all of that contact information for both Facebook and LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until I started going for book deployments with LinkedIn and basically letting Facebook kind of read the data coming off of that LinkedIn traffic that it was able to say, oh, okay, this is who you're trying to target. And then that's when Facebook actually picked up the ball and started rolling.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Well, I know we're kind of diving into like some acquisitions at like a higher level right now, but let's step back a moment. You know, you joined.
I want to go try it right now. I want to go start
know,
spending
right?
some money on LinkedIn. Let's go. Let's go
I
start doing that right now. But I mean, it's a
all
great
game.
platform, right? I think it's one of those things where we're so used to the Facebook platform, and now we're diving into YouTube stuff, and we're forgetting about LinkedIn, which is really targeted audiences, right? And plus, I think really do think, like, just with my experience, the cost of advertising is it can be much lower if you kind of know what you're doing. So, but anyways, go ahead, Matt.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is we dove kind of right into that higher end, high level stuff. Let's step back a moment. Let's take a look at, like I said, you joined the academy. What is it? A year and a half ago? Is that what we said, Shane?
April 23rd, 2019 but Forrest is kind of an interesting guy because he actually bought all of our master classes first and then bought the academy. So he's one of those guys. But it's
Fair
been
enough.
great. Forrest has been inside the program for well over a year now. He's done some great stuff. And of course, when you focus and you start, running your own ads and growing your business, I mean, it sounds like things are going, really well for you now. And you've kind of figured out your groove. I know you mentioned before we started the show that you've already helped out other academy members with their LinkedIn acquisition stuff. One of the things we actually don't teach inside of the academy, but maybe something we should do in the future, but masterclass or something, I don't know. But you've done quite well with over the past year with whatever you're doing now with on the agency side of things.
Yeah, it has been quite a journey with everything. And I mean, I had already, so when I found your guys' group, I was just coming out of another course that he wanted $3,000 for it. And I paid half of it up front. And I said, I got into the course, I started going through the material, and I said, this is the stupidest stuff I have ever seen. It was literally like he went on Google search and YouTube and just found a whole bunch of junk and put it together. So I said, screw this. Like, you're not getting your second half payment. Like, I'm out. And then I found your guys' group. And so I had to make sure you guys were the real deal. I had to make sure. And then I realized that you guys were giving too much away. So I was like, all right, I'm in. Let's do it. Most terrifying payment of my life. But I was like, I'm in. Let's just do it already.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about where you were at in your business, financially, all that fun stuff when you started. Because like you said, it was the most terrifying thing when you first jumped in.
Well, I was way down in the deep blue sea of debt and confusion and anxiety, depression. And I mean, I'm pretty hard-headed when it comes to the decisions I make. And I find it difficult to talk myself out of a certain path and just trying to do something different. When it comes to like work and trying to make money and just trying to do what I feel like I need to do. And so I've just been banging my head on this brick wall for as long as I can remember, which isn't too long, but I mean, it's a brick wall for goodness sake. And I'm starting to see those dents. I'm starting to knock down those bricks, and it is a really good feeling. Even after all of the pain, all of the tears, all the blood, I mean, it has been a journey, and it's not done yet, which is pretty exciting and scary at the same time.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you're jumping in, in a rough spot. Tell us a little bit about, did you have an agency then? Did you have any clients? Were you just getting started? What did the first 90 days, 6 months look like?
A lot of learning and no clients. I mean, and I'm still not great with sales, but it was it was a lot of unsuccessful free trials. And by unsuccessful, I mean like turning those free trials into actual clients.
Mhm.
And it was, yeah, it was just trying to figure out, okay, it was honestly just the first like 6-8 months was just me trying to figure out, okay, how committed do I actually want to get with this thing? And I realized more and more that it shouldn't be as hard as I was making. I was making it 10 times harder for myself, being half in and half out at the same time. And so it wasn't until late last year I said, screw it, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to jump into this full-time position for myself. And I got there and was able to jump in with both feet, and I haven't been looking back. I'm a little too scared to look back, honestly.
Oh man. So how long was it from when you started doing that and you spent all this time learning to where you got your first client?
Say that question one more time for me.
It's gonna take like half an hour.
I'll say it. I'll say it, but as soon as you hear me start to say it, then you can start the answer, right? No. This delay is
so
fun.
long. It's crazy. Sorry. Sorry about that. It was funny because like we're waiting, right? Like 20 seconds goes by and it's like, can you say that again? It's like, come on. Oh, welcome to Whiskey Thursday. Oh boy.
There you go. There you go. Well, it's all right. We'll just drink more and this will seem normal.
There's
So,
always got to be
not a
something
problem.
wrong.
I think it's everybody's. I think everybody's internet's screwed up because mine's delayed. With you, Matt, like you're kind of like choppy when you're talking, yeah. And then Forrest is about 20 seconds behind. So I'm thinking maybe my internet combined with Forrest's bad internet, it's just really causing some issues tonight. I can't even get the live on Facebook on my phone. So it doesn't even show up. So I don't know what's going on tonight.
Well, ladies and gents,
are you sure we're even live?
We are
you
live.
Sure we're live?
I look right now and I can see that we are live. So
have you checked on your phone?
Well, I'm watching it on my computer on the other screen.
Yeah, I can see us.
Okay. So maybe it's my own internet then. All right. It's all good. It's all good, man.
Oh man. Anyways, so what was the question? Oh yes. So how long after you joined the academy, you went through all this learning stuff, like how long was it before you actually got your first paying client?
I want to say it was August or September. I ended up convincing someone to jump on board, pay me some money, and let me run their ads and stuff. And it was a complete belly flop. We had some great conversations come in through Go High Level. We had a couple appointments set with the ISAs, and it still just did not work out very well. Fortunately, I was able to do a whole bunch of like very busy work for his Facebook page. I got him, like I said, we were able to fill up his pipeline, and so I'm confident he's closed several people from that lead generation month. So we've stayed in touch, and I continue to help him out with a few small things here and there, but not so much lead generation anymore.
Okay. So what about the first time you get a client that was going to stick with you? How much longer did that take?
So, I mean, it really boiled down to figuring out what I can do, what I can't do, and owning up to that when I'm talking with people over Zoom, over the phone, things like that. And so I want to say it was November, I brought on a client, and by, I think it was his 6th week, he signed on a new client. And then I think it was another 2 weeks after that, he signed on a second.
Okay.
And so right out the gate, I mean, almost right out the gate, within that first 3 months, he signed on like 3 or 4 people. And then February came along and March and he was gone. He said, "All right, I'm going to go take a break because I made some extra deals." So
You gotta love it. You like work so hard to make something happen. It finally happens, and they're like, "Man, I got enough money to go on vacation. Let's take a little break here."
yep, for real. But he's planning on coming back, so I'm not too worried because we absolutely crushed it in his area.
There you go.
It's pretty typical. You know, this is kind of one of those issues that we've got in the real estate industry. Is retention is a problem, right? I mean, clients come and go. They stick around for 2 or 3 months. Actually, somebody I just spoke to that runs a really large coaching program for real estate agents. I mean, their average, I mean, really big, like in the multi-million dollars, right? Their average is 3 months. Like that's the retention period for real estate agents. And I know we've got other agency owners inside the academy where they're seeing, 6 months, 7 months. But just from talking to other people, like, this is pretty typical where clients come and go. And I've experienced the exact same thing as Forrest has experienced, which is like client comes on, we do a bunch of ads for them. We start, they start closing deals, then they're happy. They shut off the services and then they go out on vacation and then they come back in March, April, and then they want to run ads again, right? Like it's kind of it's one of those strange things, right? But I think there's a bunch of things that we can actually do to mitigate some of that stuff. I think there's a lot of cool stuff that other marketers are doing with like high level where they're providing CRM systems and some recurring revenue stuff, and possibly even some of the courses that we're now providing on the white label side of things, where there's some recurring revenue that you can keep those clients inside of your ecosystem. But the reality is that, this is what happens, right? That retention period is it's pretty typical that clients come and go like that every 3-4 months or so. It just seems like that anyways.
Yeah, I remember that Go High Level Masterclass. Literally during that masterclass, I made a post on my newsfeed saying, "Hey, real estate agents, I'm building out this CRM and I will give you exclusive access to it for only $97 a month. All you have to do is comment below and I'll shoot you a private message." And I probably got 6 agents to actually sign on. And that is how I paid for the first 2 months of Go High Level.
That's awesome.
And by then I was able to get a little extra traction, get some extra cash flow and keep it around.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you actually pay for High Level now, or have you been able to like offset the costs?
Yeah, I'm paying for Go High Level right now. I've been trying to work that affiliate link so that I can get some extra cash flow and not actually pay for it. But I mean,
well, is that what you mean when because you said something about like being a very, what was it, cheap marketer or low budget market? You're talking about something earlier. I can't remember how you worded it, and I don't want to sound offensive, but like you're basically saying like I'm bootstrapping this thing whenever I can, right? So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I will. So with LinkedIn, for example, I use a software called Octopus. Now, if you look at, I think it's Ulink, right? Yep. That's what most people are using. For Ulink, it's like $80 a month. But if you look at Octopus has safety features for your profile. You're able to connect with 150 people almost right off the bat. And you're able to create those custom audiences using their Zap. And so saving money, and you have so many more features. And on top of that, the safety features, which is huge with LinkedIn. I mean, it's always...
Are you an affiliate for Octopus?
I am, of course.
Are you an affiliate for Octopus? Okay, let's take a look at this thing. Let's take a peek at Octopus here. Let's help Forrest out. Okay,
right?
What's that?
You should be able to share screen.
Yeah, let me bring this up here. Let's take a look.
It's gonna break our internet. Yeah, just watch.
It's gonna break it. It's gonna happen.
Forrest, let's go ahead. Drop your affiliate link inside the chat here. Matt's, we're gonna help you out here tonight.
Yeah, shoot it over to me in the chat on Zoom, and I will put it in here. for you.
Let's do that.
I gotta find it. I have it dug deep into my LinkedIn.
Man, you have to have those affiliate links ready. What are you doing? Create bookmarks.
I didn't know.
Guys, anybody doing affiliate stuff,
Let's see.
create bookmarks and have them ready to like grab them and drop them into chats and Messenger and lives on Whiskey Thursday. Like, this is, what are you doing? You got to go dig for this. No, you need to be like ready with it, man. Forrest, come on.
On the ball. On the ball.
He's on the ball, Shane. It's just the internet delay. Chill, man.
Oh, that's what it is, right? That's what it is. Let's help us.
Which you guys are watching live right now, hashtag live in the comments down below. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay in the comments down below. And if you're watching on YouTube, well, get your butt in the group because that's where all this stuff happens. No, we are happy to have you on YouTube watching, and I hope you leave a comment and a question, and maybe someday we'll even get to it. So
listen, somebody signs up with your sorry, Matt, to cut you off. I just like, my train of thought is, I love LinkedIn acquisition. I did it for a long time. I use, what's his name? Freddie? Edward? No.
No. I know what you're talking about. It was a, oh man.
You know who I'm talking about,
Noah
right?
Kagan. It was one of his things, right?
What was the name of that software? Freddie? No, it wasn't Freddie. Edward. Yeah, I can't remember what the name of that automation software. If anybody knows what the name of the automation software, we'll give you a special prize.
Yeah, it was something on AppSumo, right?
No, I didn't pick it up from AppSumo.
I think you did.
No, I did not. Yeah, you did. No, I did not. That's not where I got it from. What the hell is the name of that software? Jeez. It was like a guy's name, like a butler's name or something. I'm sure somebody will know what it is, and they're going to drop it inside.
No, it's not Alfred.
Alfred. Yeah. Alfred.
Eat Alfred?
Yeah. Go Alfred or whatever it is, right? Alfred.
Yes. Okay. Wasn't that?
That's what I
thought that was.
That's what I ended up using for a long time. I didn't get it from AppSumo. I used it for a long time. It worked super well too. Like, it was really, really good. But we're going to check out this octopus thing here from Forrest. He's going to find his affiliate link here.
If I can find it.
If you can find it. This is your opportunity to have it all paid for, man. What are you doing?
Right? I mean, it's not very big affiliate commission. I mean, they have like
it is what it is.
$12 plans, 15. It is, I mean, it is in my personal opinion, it is the best LinkedIn acquisition out there. It is very hard to beat.
So here's a funny story for us. We built out a core. Well, so in the
Hang on, Shane. Was it Alfred or Leonard? Leonard was the one I thought.
Leonard eventually became Alfred.
Did it?
Because I used to have Leonard, and eventually I think I ended up signing up to Alfred. I don't know, man. I just know I spent a whole lot of money to do a whole lot of automations inside of LinkedIn.
Okay.
Because then you need the LinkedIn. What's the pro version of LinkedIn? I can't remember what that is.
Navigator Pro or something.
Navigator. Yeah. I ended
Sales
up
Navigator.
Yeah, Sales Navigator. Yeah. But no, you need those affiliate links. So here's a funny little story. Matt doesn't know about this, and maybe he'll get upset about it. I don't know. So years ago, when we released the, I think it was we released our email drips. In the email drips, I have a video that shows you how to set up the email drips in ActiveCampaign. And there's a button inside. There's literally a button that says, "Hey, if you don't have ActiveCampaign, click here and sign up." So that was years ago. But Matt, that was just like way before, like, right? And we ended up I ended up building those videos as part of the email drips, and that was my affiliate link. But like, they paid next to nothing for an affiliate or something forms. So
Shane, you're breaking up real nasty.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, even for me.
Well, that was weird. You heard me pretty quick, Forrest.
Oh, did I? Maybe I'm stealing his internet somehow.
Somehow you did. You just heard us.
Whoa, I can hear you.
I know, right?
This is so crazy.
So Shane just, I guess you're it. Like your internet just got zapped, and Forrest got your internet or something.
I'll take it.
I don't know how that works. Anyways, Shane was telling us about an affiliate thing. Did you find the Octopus affiliate link?
I cannot.
All right.
No.
No worries. No worries. If you find it later, let us
That's
know.
all right.
But in the meantime, tell us a little bit about what you're doing with LinkedIn. Like share with the class. What's going on with LinkedIn? Is that your main acquisition source right now?
At one point it was. At one point, Facebook tossed me in jail, and I couldn't send out messages. I couldn't connect with anyone. So I said, "Hey, Lila, she's my VA. We're going to triple down on LinkedIn. We're going to reach out to everyone we've ever connected with and start resending all of our old messages." And so I think that week alone, we set probably around 20 to 25 appointments just from reaching out through LinkedIn. And what LinkedIn is pretty unique, because as you start building out your connections and you're working your second degree connections, you can start connecting with more and more people every day. So right now I'm sitting pretty close to around 200 people
Shane,
that
you're
I'm
back, by the way.
connecting with every day.
Yeah.
And yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
And so on average, we actually connect with probably around like 30% or so. And so we're having around 60 to 70 new connections out of the 200 that we make every day.
So you're sending 200 connections a day. You're connecting with 60 to 70. And how many appointments a day are you setting right now from LinkedIn?
I want to say around in between 5 and 8 on average.
Appointments a day?
Yeah.
And that's not including your paid ad strategy?
Nope.
So are you the only one jumping on sales calls?
Yeah.
Man, we were lucky to get you, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I had to block this out a week and a half ago, or like almost right after I talked with you guys about coming on. I mean, it was, yeah, LinkedIn keeps me busy. I would definitely say LinkedIn is a lot better quality all around as well, because you can do a little bit of LinkedIn stalking. People always have their websites there. You can see if they have listings, how many sales they've had, and what kind of experience they have as well. Compass, I love talking with Compass agents off of LinkedIn, because they think they are so cool, and it is so easy to just like rub their ego a little bit, be like, "Oh yeah, you're so cool. You want more closings?" Yeah. They love it. They love it.
So this explains why you vanished from my Warzone friends list lately. Like never online. It's all the sales calls.
Absolutely.
Yeah, did we get an octopus? Did we get an octopusy link?
I can't find it. I can't
what
find
the
it.
hell?
Hey, just go get one.
What's that?
Just go
That's
get
true.
one.
I
real
could
quick.
just go get one. I don't want to break my internet.
I want to give, to be honest, like Forrest is an Academy member. I want to give him credit for bringing it. If you're okay with that, Matt. Otherwise, we could just be greedy and take the affiliates for ourselves.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have it on my old.
I'm going to sign up. I'm going to check it out.
Sign it up. Yeah. Keith says #masterclass. Shane, so back to the affiliate commissions from Active Campaign. What were you saying? Because you broke up immediately.
Did I break up out of that? No. What I was going to say was that you just never know. Like, it's so important to have these affiliate links, because you just never know. Like, I think Active Campaign is like, there's an extra $400 in like my account for Active Campaign, right? And it's just been like overall, like it's not a lot of money, but man, that's like that pays for Whiskey Thursday.
Yeah.
Right.
One of our drinks.
So, but like I never checked the account, and all of a sudden it's like $400. Woohoo! Right. But some of these affiliates pay a lot of money, right? So like, maybe Active Campaign is kind of a weird one because they only pay out 10%. And then when you get it to the next level, they pay 20%, right?
Yeah.
And now a lot of people are moving, like on the agency side, obviously they're moving away from Active Campaign. They're into a high level and other products out there. But anyways, my point was always have your affiliate links ready. Always, always. Because you just never know when you can use those, right? Create little bookmarks, as soon as you sign up. And fortunately for Academy members, guess what? We put together our first promoter affiliate program. So finally, after 3 years of the Academy and the beta program, we finally have our affiliate program all working properly and tracking's all working properly. You can go sign up for that. It's actually inside of the Academy now. Only a few people have signed up, but if you guys ever want to sell the Academy, yeah. There you go.
I think you guys owe me some money with that then.
There we go.
What's that? Do we? Did you
I
sign
don't know.
up? Did you sign up?
I'll have to double check. I'm on a list somewhere.
You got to sign up through the new affiliate program.
Shane, is there a post on that in the private group, by the way?
No, because we've been kind of testing it out, right?
Okay, we'll have to do that.
But no, it's in the course. It's in the Academy.
It's in the Academy. Oh, it's in the members area.
Yeah, it's in the members area
Cool.
inside of the Academy. I believe it's in the resource section. So if you guys want to go take a look at it, you can sign up directly from there.
Perfect.
All right. So Octopus isn't letting, it's saying it takes 1 to 3 business days for my affiliate link to go through. But so I've built out a LinkedIn little sprint course, meaning you can run through this thing in like 15 minutes, go through, watch everything again, and follow me step by step for another 15 minutes and have everything up and running with Octopus, with your LinkedIn profile. Another big thing that I would encourage everyone to do is with Octopus, they'll actually remake your profile. So they'll rewrite your bio, rewrite everything so that it looks nice and give you a cover image as well. So there's a huge advantage with that. But if you guys want my little sprint course, I have my message templates in there. I have a couple Lions lists in there as well. I talk about how I'm finding my audience and why I go so narrow when I'm finding my audience with Sales Navigator and all that stuff. So just shoot me a PM if you guys want that.
How much is the course?
Right now I've been selling it for $500, but we're on Whiskey Thursday, and Whiskey Thursday always has some good deals on there.
Oh,
right?
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. What do we got going on for us? I might just be in the mood to buy something.
I'm always in the mood to buy something. So with this course, honestly, the real money maker with this little sprint course, obviously setting it up quick and easy because it's not complicated. The biggest money makers I talk about using your second degree connections as well as a Lions list, because I don't know how many people here know what a Lions list is, but it's a LinkedIn open network. So it's anyone and everyone who wants to connect with anyone and everyone. So you're able to connect with these people, and you're able to use their connections to build off of your own connections. And because you're using that second degree connections, that's why I'm able to connect with now 200 people every single day. And I'm sending out 60 plus organic messages every day.
Sorry, say that again, because you lost me at I think the second part you said. Say that again.
With which part? All of it?
The whole part. The
All
whole
of it.
thing.
Okay. So a Lions list is a LinkedIn open network. So it's anyone and everyone who wants to connect with anyone and everyone on LinkedIn, right? It doesn't matter who you are, what you do for work, they want to connect with you for whatever reason. I don't know why. So you're able to take this list, upload it onto LinkedIn, and LinkedIn will say, okay, you have all these email addresses, you have all these profiles, this information. So you can automatically connect with those 500 people right off the bat. LinkedIn doesn't even blink an eye. So because these people have hundreds of thousands of connections, Now, when we go and use Octopus and we use Sales Navigator to find other people we want to target, we can say we only want to connect with people who we have a second degree connection with. So
Oh,
Shane,
I
I
see,
know
right.
you and you know Matt. So now I can say, hey, LinkedIn, I know Shane and I want to connect with Matt. So let me connect with Matt. And now I can do that 200 times.
Right, right. Awesome, awesome. That's
Clever.
cool. What, so tell us about your little, like, I'm really intrigued about because I feel like it's such an untapped market. Like, we really, like, all of us are using Facebook ads and blah, blah, blah. We're trying to build our agencies, running ads on Facebook and things like that. A lot of us don't really know how to use LinkedIn effectively, right? We don't know how to use these tools effectively as well. I used Leonard for a long time. I don't feel like I really understood it to use it all that well. I feel like I wasted a ton of money anyways. Tell us a little bit about your program, your course, and then we're going to talk a little bit about, since you're on Whiskey Thursday, what we can do for members that are watching. We didn't.
Of
This is
course.
all like we didn't figure this out before we even talked. But I'm interested. I'm intrigued about and anybody
Shane's gonna
else?
be like, wait, how many
Anybody
people
else?
gotta get it so that I get a free copy?
What's that?
There we go.
I said Shane's gonna be like, wait, how many people gotta jump in before I get a free copy?
Why? No. I want to support our members, right? I want to support our academy
Yeah,
members. Yeah.
He's like, I'm not. No.
gotta keep it on down low.
Yeah.
So so it's all about going through as fast as possible with the setup. So I have templated messages for Octopus. You can literally copy and paste them in. On the videos, I actually have my Octopus set up, so you will see word for word what I'm using to connect with agents. And I basically go through like, okay, this is how I have it set up. This is why I have it set up this way. Most of the training or most of the time when I'm actually just sitting on the screen talking is with the Sales Navigator connections, because that's honestly the hardest part with the whole thing. You want to make sure you're connecting with the right people. You want to make sure you're eliminating people from your search. And I talk about that all in the course as well, saying like, hey, this is how you include extra titles. This is how you exclude extra titles. This is how you break it down for specific areas, which I've recently shifted over. So I'm going through state by state and doing all the connections that way. But I mean, Octopus has been a complete game changer for me.
So remind us again how many appointments a day you're getting right now, Forrest.
They actually have a dashboard and you can go through and see how many responses you get, and almost
no animals on Whiskey Thursday, by the way, Matt. You know the rule.
All right.
Get out of here.
I think that means I might have to take somebody out in a second here.
You might have to take me out in a second.
There you go.
So today I had 13 appointments booked today.
Well, what?
And it's all handled by my VA as well. So I'm trying to knock out as many sales calls and follow-up calls as possible. And for every call I do, I get 2 more on my calendar. And it's like, I need to hire someone for this because I'm not good at sales. I'll be honest, I am not good at sales. Ask anyone who I've like had good conversations with. I tell everyone and anyone I'm not good at sales because I'm secretly looking for a great salesman or woman. So yeah, I need help.
Guys, like anybody watching, who wants 10 appointments a day? Whether you're good at sales or not, who wants 10 appointments a day?
Gotta get
5 appointments a day. Who's watching that wants 5 appointments a day? Forrest, who's a shitty sales guy. Like, I'm sorry to say, right? You just said I'm not good at sales.
It's true.
Right?
It's true.
Like getting 13 appointments a day from his LinkedIn automation. It's crazy. It's absolutely wild, right? And we're talking like you got a little course that's available. This is totally unplanned, right? Obviously, like we didn't talk about this but like, again, you're an Academy member. We don't do a whole lot of LinkedIn stuff. And like, we'd love to help you out, obviously. And I want to see what the hell's in your course, right? So I don't know where Matt went. What the hell happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did he go walk his dog on Whiskey Thursday? Is that what he did? Matt, where are you at? So
Where'd you go?
but yeah, like who out there who's watching tonight that wants more than 5 appointments per day? I'm assuming most of this is automated, right?
So yeah, so Octopus it's a very unique platform. So it is automated with air quotes. So it takes my VA about 15 minutes to send out all 200 of my connections, and I have her go in first thing in the morning, right before lunch, and then right before she clocks out, and sends out new messages for all the follow-ups, new connections that we make throughout the day, and extra follow-ups, because I have a couple different messages that we send out.
And are you teaching? So okay, you mentioned your VA, right? Is that necessary? So somebody that doesn't have a VA, for instance, can they do this themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why I started out with Octopus, because I didn't need my VA to do it. And same thing with cold email. I figured out how to automate all my cold email, so my VA only responds to people who respond back.
Somebody's asking here, Curtis says, are you pre-qualifying the appointments?
We're able to do that through our connection. So I don't go that deep into the sales navigator part, but you're able to go through and say, hey, LinkedIn, I only want to talk with agents who have been in the game 5+ years or 10+ years. They work with these specific companies. They're in these specific areas. And so I'm only connecting with top quality agents. And so I don't even worry about saying, okay, well, yeah, let's jump on the phone, but how many transactions do you have? Plus, no one's going to respond back to that anyways. So I'd rather get them
so
on
now
the
you're at
phone.
a point, you're booking 13 appointments a day. You're at a point now where it's like, you know what, I got to dial in my sales game, like, because that's where it's like, I've got the automation side dialed in. I need to figure out the sales side of things right now. That's where you're kind of at, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I want to see this. I'm gonna wait till Matt comes up back on the call here, because I want to see this training. I want to see, number one, how we can support you. Anybody else want to see this training? Who else wants to see it? Because nobody else is interested. Then we're not going to talk about it anymore. We're going to move on to the next subject, which is I'm not sure yet, but we'll talk about it. But is anybody else interested in Forrest's training that he's put together with automation for LinkedIn? Let us know if you want to check this out. Let us know if this is something you're interested in. And then, hey, it's Whiskey Thursday, right? Everything's negotiable. So let's see what Force is willing to do for Academy members and REMCM members. So we'd be really.
I just cut that price in half.
Are you what?
I just cut it in half. It's nice and easy for me.
Oh well, that's easy.
Quick and easy math. I would love so. I was on the live for a little bit with Gustavo and Brett earlier today. Them talking about ISAs and bringing everything in-house. And I actually just barely made that move, because for me and for most agencies, it's actually a lot easier, and it's financially, it makes a lot more sense to bring everything in-house. And because I'm at a position with the agency to be able to, I don't have that many clients, and so I'm able to be a little bit more hands-on in the mornings and in the evenings with my ISAs, help with training, as well as, I mean, in the course, you guys have lead conversion and working online leads. So that's part of their training as well. And so I'd love to share with everyone what I'm doing with that.
That's
and
awesome.
How I've kind of followed Brett's footsteps.
That's awesome, man. So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to share your link just yet.
Okay.
There's a ton of people. Let me see. So we've got, let's read through some of the comments here. Alina, thank you so much for your support as always. Has anyone tried LinkedIn for actual real estate buyer seller client acquisition?
Only a little.
Only a little.
Only
I think
a little.
some other people have. There have been. So there's a section inside of LinkedIn. I was just watching a webinar a couple days ago where it actually, as a real estate agent, you can become I remember what the title is, but you can sign up to this program where people, like buyers and sellers, can then request proposals from real estate agents. So that's a free service from LinkedIn, right? So there's that.
And agencies can
And
sign up.
agencies as well. Exactly.
Yep.
Do you remember what that program is called?
I can find it in 2 seconds if you give me.
I don't remember what it's called, but I was watching a webinar a couple days ago about this. So that's one way to acquire leads from that. Alina, again, you guys should have a rotated link when future listeners click. Absolutely, for sure. Keith, what is the affiliate commission offered? I don't think you really know because we couldn't find the affiliate link anyways for Octopus. Oh, no, maybe he was asking about the academy. So Franklin answered that question. Let's see here. Pre-qualifying leads, we talked about that. Yash says he's going to go ahead, buy the course ASAP. Keith says he's interested. Curtis says he's interested as well. Again, Yash says, give me a fat discount for Whiskey Thursday Brothers.
It's funny, you know, when you get into this space, like, there's a lot of things people like hold off on spending money, but it's like when there is something there that will help you get to the next level or shortcut you a little bit further along, like, it's huge, so easy. So
absolutely. Easy. Moses says he's interested as well. So Forrest, what do you typically sell your course for?
$500.
$500. Okay. So here is what, and we didn't plan any of this stuff. This is fun stuff to do on Whiskey Thursday. Guys, here's what we're going to do. If you're interested in, I think, what do you think? 60% discount, roughly? Roughly? You're close to that, right? You're close to that. I just saw your price tag.
Close.
Yeah, you're
I switched it from that magic $497 to $197.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Guys, if you're interested in getting the link, you got to tag somebody else.
24 hours. I'm getting everyone 24 hours.
But you got to, we're going to share the link with the people that are tagging somebody. Guys, this is amazing. Forrest is getting 13 appointments per day. Per day. It's crazy. Let's help this guy out. He's put together this little course, typically charges $500. He's going to let you have it for $200. We're going to drop the link here. Let's tag a few people. Let's get some people interested in this live so they can see what's being offered. And Matt and I are going to go ahead and buy your course for us to support you. I'm going to go ahead and buy it.
I appreciate it, guys. I can't even, so there's been actually over the past couple weeks, I've had a couple like financial advisors reach out because, you know, they always are trying to connect with people on LinkedIn. And I tell them like, well, hey, like, I'm not really interested in what you're doing, but
Shane's phone number.
I can make your
anybody
job
wants to
easier.
call me, go ahead.
Here we go. This is where it gets good.
We're recording right now, right?
Good,
yeah.
You might want to pause your share.
But I've had a couple financial advisors and recruiters, and I've all sold them on my course saying like, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. When I started out a year and a half ago on LinkedIn, I had like 230 something connections. And now I'm sitting at, let's see, actually, I'm going to pull it up. I'm sitting at 9,180.
Holy cow. Yash is asking, does it include email automation?
No.
Okay.
Are you talking about like how I'm doing my cold email automated?
No, he's talking about the program, the Adsit Digital DIY. This one right here.
I can't see the screen. Oh no.
You can't see the screen?
Oh, there we go. So when I created the course, I did not plan to like push it out to a bunch of people. And so it's like bare bones. Like it is like, I wouldn't be surprised if some Go High level stuff is still in there. Like they're like filler copy, because I didn't plan on pushing it out to a bunch of people. So I just said, hey, look, this is what it is. Take it. You know me, you know what you're going to be getting. So
it's cool, man. I'm gonna check this out a little bit later today, or a little bit later tonight, and I'll let you know how it goes, and other people that are inside of the academy.
Fantastic. And of course, if you guys have questions, reach out to me because I really like working with LinkedIn. It's really fun.
All right. So if you are getting it, are we putting the link in? Should I do it? Should I put the link in, Shane?
Well, people need to tag people.
You got to tag someone else right
hey,
now.
just tag another marketer that might be interested in this stuff. Anybody.
That's
it's somebody in the academy. Who cares who it is? Doesn't matter. Tag me. Tag Matt. Anybody. No, cheating. Wrong person.
Don't cheat.
No cheating.
Tag somebody you chat with about marketing, and do that in the comments down below. And if you do that, then we'll send you the link. Then you can go get this. Like I said, 24 hours. It's only good for 24 hours. $197.
60% off. 60% off.
And it actually is. It's not a made up value ladder. Like this is really 60% off.
No, and like he basically, I'm going through it right now, and Forrest basically goes through, like go here, set this up, go here. It's like step by step.
One of my biggest pet peeves with a lot of courses nowadays, and I see it more and more, is people like to just sit there and talk. And I'm really like, especially when I'm recording by myself, like doing my SOPs, things like that, I'm really bad at talking just to no one. Yeah. And so everything is just like, do this, do this, do this. We're going to cut out the fluff. Do this, do this. This is why I'm doing this. And that's it.
Yep.
It's a sprint course.
I mean,
you guys could have it up and running and scheduled for your first launch tomorrow morning.
And that's something like I've really come to appreciate. When I grab a course now, like I really like the ones that are specific. They teach you like one or two things or whatever that you're trying to focus on. Like I don't mind paying more money to get like less content if it accomplishes what I'm trying to get done. You know,
exactly.
Like if I've got to spend the next 80 hours going through course content to understand something that somebody can explain to me in an hour, I would much rather like hire that person for an hour and pay them $1,000 or whatever, and just understand it in an hour as opposed to this 60-hour course thing, so that people feel like they're getting their value. You know,
yeah,
it's crazy. I mean, I've been on a digital summit all week. Digital summit, I don't know. Ecom Fast Track with Depeche Mendelia. I've been doing that all week, which is a free like virtual summit thing. And it's just been amazing. And so like, then there was another virtual summit that popped up that was available. And I bought that one. I'm like, man, I'm going to as many of these as I can. Cause these like hour-long sessions where people are just teaching like one specific thing has been really cool. So I don't know, maybe that's something that we need to put together, Shane, some sort of real estate marketing virtual summit.
That'd be pretty intense.
Let's do it.
Forrest can teach the LinkedIn portion.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I'm distracted because I'm just watching. I'm just looking at the some of the stuff inside of this. like Forrest said, it's like 20 minutes here. You can get set up and up and running here. It's pretty cool, man. So huge discount, guys. 60%. If you guys are interested, Yash says, let's go. He's already tagged somebody here.
I sent him the message with the link.
Hang on. Wait a minute. Wally tag Dan Locke. Did he tag Dan Locke?
Dan Locke? Why? A perfect example? A perfect example of what?
I don't know. Anyways, guys, if you want to pick this up, we're going to help Forrest out. This is actually the first time we bought a course on Whiskey Thursday.
Yeah. And
LinkedIn is one of those things that I've been wanting to do. We've got some other things that we're working on that I think we can leverage the LinkedIn platform quite a bit for. So we're really interested to see what Forrest has actually been doing with, I didn't really know you were using Octopus. I thought you were actually using something else, but hey, we'll give it a shot.
Honestly, I love that I can connect to so many more people than everyone else, but it really boils down to the safety features, because I've had lots of days where Octopus will say like, hey, you need to stop making connections, stop messaging people. You have a lot of activity coming from your profile. And because of that, I have never been flagged by LinkedIn. I've never had LinkedIn say, hey, what are you doing over here? Because I follow the rules, or they think I follow the rules. So
That's awesome. Any sort of future updates to sort of like this little course thing that I just invested in?
Look at you.
I'm just kind of curious to know.
Out?
Hey, I'm asking the question that everybody's wondering, right? It's like any future, like, you know, what else are you adding to this? What's the sort of the future to this?
So I will go ahead and update the video. So I think in there I even talk a little bit about Go High Level, but I will show you guys what I'm doing for building out my custom audiences. And you will find, and I'll talk a little bit about this in the updated video as well. If you have a bunch of real estate agents' emails and you're worried that your custom audience on Facebook isn't working, go over to LinkedIn, upload your list, because you can actually see the percentage and how many people it's actually physically able to match on their platform. Because it's a lot more comforting for me when I'm able to say, okay, I uploaded 40,000 people on this list and I actually connected with 28,000. Awesome. A little bit more than half. Fantastic. And now I know I can, it's just a lot more comforting for me saying, okay, if I run this ad, I know I'm going to get at least in front of X amount of people off of this list, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
I'll make that update. I'll show you guys my Zap and how I'm building out my custom audience.
Okay.
I think I want to say I have recently, I'll have to pull up this number, but I have one custom audience that I'm trying to break down into different segments for LinkedIn because the list is too large. But I'm hoping I can add another 100 to 200,000 people on my custom audience for LinkedIn.
Wow.
Which again, I use LinkedIn traffic to spark my Facebook traction. And so, best of both worlds. Not to mention, if you're creating custom audiences for LinkedIn, you send them to a landing page, now you can retarget them on Facebook, on Instagram. So you really can swarm them from everywhere. So they feel like, geez, Shane and Matt's real estate course, they are everywhere, man. They're on LinkedIn, they're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Like, I can't escape these guys. And so they're just stuck in that circle of doom.
The circle of doom.
Yeah.
That's one way to call it. So how many clients are you currently working with in your agency today?
So right now I'm at 7, which again is proof in the pudding. I am terrible at sales.
So you've gone through 700 sales calls and you've got 7 clients that are paying you monthly.
Hells yeah.
But you know what? Like you said, you're sticking to it. You're sticking to it. You're committed. You're getting through it. And like, you know, as time goes on, either you'll get better at sales. Well, eventually you'll hire somebody, right?
You know what the crazy,
there we go.
Here's the crazy story. I'm gonna say something here because here's the crazy part. As marketers, we tell real estate agents that is normal.
Yeah.
That's normal. 1%. 700 calls, 1%.
Yeah.
You're going to get 7 deals, right? But I guarantee you that everybody on this call is going to look at this and say, 700 calls? 700 fucking calls? You've only got 7 clients? Right? But as marketers, we're going to tell real estate agents on the next call, and we're going to say it's $3,000 a month, right? But it's 1% conversion. That's typical. You're going to have to make 700 calls to get 1%. That's the crazy part of it, right? But like, and no, like you basically admitted, I'm not that great at sales, but the reality is you're doing 1%, which is what we tell our customers. That's the average, is 1%.
And it's depressing. It is very depressing.
It's not that bad, right, Forrest?
It's not,
It's
I
not
mean,
that
it
like.
could be
What are
worse.
you paying when you get a booked
Hang
appointment?
on, let's talk about this a
No.
little bit.
I'm doing some numbers here. Numbers for any of the C's and whatnot.
Whatever numbers you're going to do, real estate numbers are crazier, right?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like with what you're doing, like how much are you paying for a booked appointment through your paid ads?
$8.
I think we bought the wrong course.
Eight.
Did we buy the wrong course?
We bought the wrong course. Here's the upsell.
$8. So
Oh my
before I
God.
started running LinkedIn traffic through my Facebook pages or my Facebook funnel, what I was trying to send Facebook traffic over to, it was costing me, depending on the hour, depending on the day, between $40 and like $120 per booked appointment. And then I started sending LinkedIn traffic through. I let the Facebook pixel kind of pick up that audience, figure out, okay, this is the correct people we're supposed to be sending through. And then I switched that Facebook ad on. And that same day, I had 10 booked appointments.
Wow. It's awesome.
That's crazy.
It's great. Again, I've got to ask though, like, Forrest, what's your offer? Like, let's talk about this a little bit,
Yeah.
right? Because like, I know I was just like screaming and hollering about like, hey, 1% is kind of typical. That's what we tell real estate agents. Like, don't worry, just make 100 calls and you're going to get one client, right? After 4 or 5 months, right? And we all laugh about this and like, that's the typical thing. But then when some marketer that's doing it, it's like, holy shit, man, you need to get some sales training and, hire some salespeople, blah, 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 right? Like, it's just, it sounds shitty from a marketer's perspective, but that's what we tell clients all the time. But let's talk a little bit about this, right? Let's that you can do better at the sales side of things, right? Obviously.
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about your offer. Like, what does that look like? And is that where maybe you're struggling a little bit, and that maybe Matt can gives you a little bit of coaching for free?
Yeah. So my offer, we focus on the actual conversion process of the leads, and I established this both in the intro call and during the demo, like pulling off.
Is that what you're
Facebook
doing?
leads.
Is you're going after that intro call first?
Yeah.
So that like qualifying call, right? Like basically qualifying call, booking them into a secondary call, which is sort of that discovery and close, right? At that point. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I let them know, and most of these agents, they've already tried Facebook ads. They think that it's terrible. And I say, yeah, it absolutely is. It's the new cold calling, huh? They're like, yeah, it is. Yeah. And so I bring them on to the demo. I hit on that again, and I say, okay, so what we're doing is we're generating long form ads. We're generating long form leads, right? A lot more questions up front, a lot better conversations happening in the CRM, which I know you have a CRM, but this is here for accountability. You can go in, check out conversations, listen to our calls. And we also have our in-house team of ISAs, and they are talking to everyone. They're pre-screening and everyone. And with Go High Level, I'm actually able to send them a live example live transfer text. And I say, so this is some of the questions. This is what we're asking. We're looking for motivation. I click enter on my keyboard, and it sends them that live transfer text. And I said, so you just received that live transfer text. This is a 5 to 10 second window saying, hey, you're about to receive this live transfer, and then your phone will ring. And it'll be one of our team members, and you can have that conversation and start talking with the prospect. So ultimately, Shane, I would rather have you talk to 10, 15 actual prospects instead of talking to the 100+ people coming into the pipeline, right? Because your time's a lot better spent talking to those 10 pre-screened prospects and working your referrals, working your sphere of influence, rather than sitting behind a computer all day doing what I'm doing, right? And then I go for the kill.
And then you go for the kill.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the offer in a nutshell.
Okay.
What pricing structure are you using?
So I have it's essentially a decoy pricing. I have a month-to-month price, and then I have a 3-month commitment, which is discounted, and then I have a 6-month commitment, which is discounted even more. And then, of course, I have a guarantee in place saying, hey, we're going to generate 10 live transfers or booked appointments every single month, or your money back. So even with the commitments, if we don't hold up our end of the bargain during those committed months, you still get that refund.
I'm curious to know, because you're getting a lot of appointments. I'm trying to figure out where where is it breaking down? Why is it that if you're doing 700 calls, why is it that you're not closing 5% of those calls, 10% of those calls? Why is it that you're
was a
not?
number I threw out there. I don't know if that's even.
Oh, is that? Oh, you threw out 700. Why'd you say 700?
I was just figuring if he's booking 5 a day and he was doing that 20 days.
I'm thinking this guy's booking 700 appointments in the past 3 months.
I
wish.
Yeah,
I wish.
5 appointments a day, 20 days a month.
Okay, fine. He booked 13 appointments. I know that came out of his mouth, right? That came to Forrest. That's exactly what you said, right? 13 points. Where is it that you're thinking that you're running into what's the roadblock? What is it that's like, what ends up happening at the end of that call?
No, hang on. So this is what we run into on all of the training calls. We ran into it in the coaching boot camp the other day. Do you have your data?
Actually, yes. So
let's look at the real numbers.
Yes. They're burned, Matt. He's got
do you have the data? Let's look at the data.
Boy, he said actually yes.
Because he might not even be bad at this. He's just like, oh, I'm so bad. But it's like he's closing like 29%. You're like, what? You're golden.
Let me pull up Go High Level. So I am technically at a 2.09 conversion rate.
Well, bam, there's some numbers.
Out of how many appointments?
Not that many, only like 145.
145, 2.09.
So 145, that's 145 sales calls.
Are we talking about the last month, last 3 months?
I've had total.
We're totally putting Forrest on the spot here. Sorry, man. I hope you're cool with this.
I was low key kind of hoping this would happen, because this is some pressure on me. Like, damn, I gotta start performing now. Like, I'm getting put on the spot. And I'm a pretty average guy. Like, I'm not great at sales. I've had to bang my head on this brick wall for a long, long time to get here. And so hopefully someone out there is in my shoes, just in the earlier stages, saying like, okay, if this idiot can do this, I definitely can. So since let me see if I can fix this date. This year. Okay, there we go. So this year I have had, let's see. Oh, my conversion rate went down.
For the year?
Yeah.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right.
Let's see.
So tell me, what are we dealing with total appointments for the year?
Total appointments, 416.
416. How many of them met?
No, that can't be right.
We're going to dive in.
Man. 176.
176 met?
Yes.
All right. How many of them paid you money in one way, shape, or form?
10. A couple of those have dropped off.
Okay. So we've got a couple of issues going on.
I don't think these numbers are as accurate as I want them to be.
Is that right? I think that happens with like so many people. Like,
I'm looking at this like I've done more. Like, this seems low, but we're gonna run with it. That's the proof.
All right,
That's
we're
the
gonna run with
proof.
what you got. Okay. So you've got actually a 5.6% conversion rate.
From intro to
From met to set. Well, actually, I'm sorry, you got an intro. So from your set 416, how many of those showed up at the intro?
from 416 the 176.
Okay, and how many of them went to the second, like to the sales call?
I don't think that number is right either, because it says 153.
153 went to the sales call?
Yeah,
It's not bad.
it's a little high.
Let's see.
Though actually, no, that's not that crazy, because I will always take the rep over disqualifying someone on the call. I'm in that phase.
Okay. Good news, we jumped up. We're at 6.5% conversion.
There we go.
So what it
There
is
we
we've
go.
got 416 set. Out of the 416 set, here's where we got a big freaking gap.
Hold on, let me pull up my notes real quick. Okay, I'm ready.
The first gap that I see is your set to met is 42%. And we want to see that above 60.
It was 42%.
Yep. You're set to met. So the first thing I would say is, like, how far out are you setting these appointments? How far out are people allowed to book?
I actually just barely changed it today because it was driving me insane. It was as close as 2 hours before. Now it's the next day.
Okay, so they can book, but what's the furthest? Like, you send me messages, I want to book, but I'm like, I'm booked for the next 3 weeks. Can I book in week 4?
No.
How far out can I book?
I want to say 4 days.
4 days. Okay.
I'm getting booked up. I'm not that booked up.
Bump it down
I
to
will
3.
only
I mean, you can bump it down to 3.
schedule demo calls. I will only schedule demo calls farther than 4 or 5 days out. And even then, that's pretty rare, because I want to shorten that gap.
Okay. But your demo, your mets to demo, your intros to demo, let me change that word, intro to demo percentage is not bad. So I don't think there's an issue with that. I would say, are they, when you set the appointment, do they get a video? Do they see something where they learn a little bit more about the system?
No,
Okay.
actually. And so this is actually something I used to do: follow-up text messages, follow-up emails. I used to do that. And then a week and a half ago, right before I started running paid ads, I said, okay, I'm gonna try out not sending reminder messages. And my show up rate has increased almost. I have this number.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm at a 73% show rate from my paid ads and my bookings.
From when?
Since I stopped, my calendar is going to be too slow.
Because that's the other thing, is we could dive into time frames too and see, like, 30 days, 30 days, 30 days, you know.
Since the 18th of September.
All right, so that's still too I mean, how many appointments is that?
Oh, yikes. Oh, man, that's a lot of counting.
Is it above 100?
Where are we at?
I'm at 54 right now. Hold on.
All right.
I'm just counting intro calls, right?
Yep.
Okay. What did I say? The 24th?
18th.
18th? Okay. $74.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. What? You've had 74 appointments booked since the 18th?
Since the 18th. I can't share my screen because it has all the names of people, but I can I'll share a screenshot later of
No,
what my calendar looks
we
like.
believe you. We don't think you're lying on whiskey.
No. So here's
honestly, I look at my calendar. I'm like, this can't be real. Like this shouldn't be real.
So here's what I'm seeing, right? So we got 416 set. Now, if you have changed something that is like, again, the anti-reminders or whatever has completely boosted you up, then things are going to change. We'll see. But if we were to look at your overall numbers for the year, and again, we could dive into this way further, but just as a brief overview for Whiskey Thursday.
This is in the course, though. You teach this. You teach how to do this in the course, which is another reason people should join using my affiliate link. So reach out to
me. There we go. You know what? That's a good idea, Shane. We can let them,
That's
we have
funny.
them on. We can let them use their affiliate link.
My affiliate link to join the academy.
Well, Forrest, what a lot of people do for affiliate sales is they will say, look, and if you join with my link, you're going to get a half-hour call where I'm going to walk you through my LinkedIn schedule or my LinkedIn.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Get my LinkedIn course at a discount.
There you go. But anyway, so 416, right? 42% show up rate currently for the year. That's got to get fixed because, again, you should be at least 60. I think you can go even better. And like you said, the last half of the month, the last 74 appointments or whatnot, you've done 74%. So there's a lot of opportunity to improve there. But if you just went to 60%, then instead of having 176 intros, you'd be at 250 intros, right?
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So, and at the 250 intros, if everything else remained the same, your business would be 40% more clients because you would have.
I missed how many demos? We went from almost
176 to 250. You missed 74 demos.
Dang.
I'm sorry, 74 intros, right? I'm assuming your second one is the demo. Is that right? Are you going demo sales or intro sales? Okay. So yeah, basically you missed 74 by having that low show up rate. But if we kept all of your other numbers the same, even your 6.5% conversion rate, you would have 14 clients right now, right?
Missing out.
So it's a 40% increase just by fixing that one piece in the top of the funnel. Now, the next step, the 86%, it's not bad. Like that's good. If you're doing a two-step and you're managing, 80% plus, you're doing really good. And then your 6.5%. Yeah, I think that also has a lot of opportunity to be increased. And somebody did make a good point earlier. I can't see the comments anymore. Hang on. Who was it? They said it. Yash. He's selling. He's not selling the results. Selling the system, not the results. Right? I think that's the initial thing that stuck out to me as well. But again, there's a lot of different things. You give me a couple sales calls, recordings, we can dive in and really see what's going on. But yeah, I mean, if you were to take that, the numbers that you currently have and just boost them up to a 10% conversion rate, which 10% is pretty reasonable for a lot of agencies. Yeah, you'll see some people do 20, 30, but that's, typically they have a really, really worked out offer at that point. So let's see, at the 153, 10%, yeah, you increase your business by 50%, right? Now you're up to 15 clients. If you just go from a 6.5 to a 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, but the cool thing here is if you actually fix the first part, got that to 60% or better, maintained your 86 on the other one, and then improved to 10% as well, you would double your business, more than double.
I like this.
So you'd be at 21.5 clients at a decent optimization rate.
Got some work to do.
Kind of cool, right?
Yeah, this has been very helpful. And I mean, it really does boil down to being able to take a step back.
I love that you had
making
data.
sure you keep track of your numbers, because this is why when someone who genuinely wants to help you, they're able to help you, right? And so just another reason for people to sign up with Go High Level using my affiliate link, which you can reach out to me and I'll get that over to you.
There you go. There you go. He's got it.
Love it.
All of it. So yeah, I mean that 416, and again, just for really funsies, let's look at the 416 number if you were to maintain it, what your current pace is over the last 2 weeks, right? So 416 times 0.74, right? 74%. And let's say you were to convert at a 10% instead of a 6.5.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Moves you up to 26 clients.
Man, I'd be unstoppable. And
Hopefully you would hire enough people to start playing Warzone with me again so we can have these conversations before you hit a 6.5% conversion rate.
I have some things in the works where I'm going to be talking with some pretty high baller sales reps that need some jobs. So I'm hopefully soon.
Yep. And I mean, there's quite a few people. Didn't Prob say they were doing like 20% plus as far as sales? There's quite a few people inside of the group.
Doing 20. Yeah. Above 20%. Yeah.
So yeah, I love diving in on this stuff. It's so much fun because it's like, wait, I can see in the system there is a spot.
As soon as you said was 6%, 1%, I don't know, 20%. It's like you lost me. I don't know. You just lost me the first number you threw.
My actual conversion rate.
What's that?
Oh, are we back?
Lose him?
No, I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Okay. You did freeze for a second.
There we go.
Maybe.
Oh. What?
I won't talk. Don't worry about it. I won't talk.
All good. You're all good. But yeah, so your conversion rate, number one, is better than you thought it was. So that's cool.
Yeah, I'll take it.
There's room for improvement. So, and
always room.
Yeah.
And Shane, you do bring up a really good point, which, I mean, these are regular numbers that we tell real estate agents to work/deal with all the time. And yet it's so painful for us to look at our own numbers and to work and deal with it. And it's actually pretty funny because my own agency CRM setup is, I mean, it is terrible compared to what I have my clients set up on. I mean, so I took.
Well, yeah, we're not even touching follow up. We're talking about initial. So
yeah, I took Brett's masterclass on Go High Level, and I worked with it a little bit. I got a little confused getting too deep, so I said, I'm just going to let this roll. And just like everything needs to be optimized, everything to be better. And so I ended up forcing myself to just jump in feet first and start figuring it out, tinkering and putting things together. And now, I mean, the only thing my clients really have to do is update notes and then contact tags. And I mean, whether or not they show up to an appointment, whether or not they showed up to the appointment or if they missed will really depend on where that lead goes and what happens to that lead within the CRM and our dialer as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's next for you? What's on the horizon? What are you looking for? What are you going for?
That's a great question. So what is up next is, so a couple months ago, I moved everything in-house, brought all the ISAs in. I stopped my white label because it, Kari just absolutely inspired me with what he was doing. And so I said, you know, if he's doing this, I can do this too. Like, I can figure it out. Mm-hmm. And I realized that it's like, for me at least, because I am limited on how many clients I have right now. It's not as hard as I thought to have ISAs in-house. And it took a very painful 2.5 weeks to connect Go High Level with my dialer, which Brett and Gustavo talked about earlier. So you can go back and watch their video and they talk about it. But it hasn't been as difficult, and we're still seeing fantastic results from it. And we have lots of material, lots of resources being in the course that I went through another agency, Scaling with ISAs, and they set me up with my ISA that I have now. So she came on board, already trained, already knew how to work with Go High Level. And so all I had to do was teach her how to work inside of Vanilla Soft, which is super easy. And I mean, now we're cruising and we're absolutely crushing it. Today, I want to say we had 3 appointments and 4 live transfers from today. And so, I mean, it is very comforting, and I plan to increase my guarantee when it comes to live transfers and appointments for our agents, simply because we can keep everything in-house. I can keep track of everything a little bit better.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gents, Shane, are you still here?
He disappeared.
No, I'm here. I'm on my camera. Hang on a sec.
There he is.
I'm still here.
I was going to say, if you guys have questions, we are at 10 to 10 already. If you have questions, toss them down inside of the comments there. Also, if you're live, hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay in the comments. Yeah, and let us know, was this helpful? Has this been helpful? And if you still want Forrest's course, tag somebody in the comments down below and we'll send you the link. That's all you got to do, is tag someone who is a fellow marketer. They could literally be in the live right now with you. Just tag them and we will send you the link.
You can tag me. You can tag me.
There you go. There you go. What were you going to say, Shane? Sorry.
Nothing. It's been a lot of fun, actually. This is I've really enjoyed this. Great content. I think, where did Matt go?
No idea.
What's up with the hosts disappearing? It's like, we got to give some warning here, Matt. Anyways, guys, if you've been enjoying this Whiskey Thursday, if you have any questions, drop them inside the comments. If you want to check out Forrest's course on LinkedIn acquisition using Octopus, we went ahead and basically bought the course. I just went through it really quickly here. And I think there's a few other people that went through it as well. All you need to do is tag somebody on this Whiskey Thursday, and you're going to get somewhere around 60% off. Forrest typically charges $500. I think you're offering this for what, $200?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's an amazing deal here. And what did you say? You got 13 appointments in the past 24 hours from
today alone.
Today alone. So obviously, you know what you're doing here. So, and I'm really excited to go dive deep into this and try to implement this for some of the other things that we're doing here. We got a few people here. Moses said, so Moses went ahead and tagged Leon. What is up? And I think Leon tagged Cameron. And I think there's a few other people that went ahead and actually picked up your course. So let's go ahead and drop that link. Matt, you got that?
I am working on it right now.
Paul says, my question to you guys here, with the follow-up with in-house ISAs, how many clients can you effectively manage? I'm thinking about implementing that for my clients. So I think that sort of, this is from Paul.
Okay, Paul.
Yeah. And I think just, based on our own Obviously, I think that the one person that can kind of answer this is really Matt. He's really Matt or Gus, right? Gus has built a big team of ISAs. Matt's built a pretty decent sized team of 35 ISAs. And I think the rule of thumb has always been somewhere around 1,000 leads per month. Has been somewhere like that's sort of what the ISAs can typically handle. Right, Matt? Is that sort of like?
Let's see. So with the follow-up in-house, how many clients can you effectively manage? I'm thinking about implementing that for my clients. How many clients? Well, that changes things a little bit.
Clients. Sorry, I thought you meant leads. Sorry.
Yeah. Again, it's going to depend on how many leads you're getting, right?
And
how long are you following up with them?
What I'm finding is it also depends on how aggressively you're calling. I have my router set up so that we're kind of low key harassing people. We call 11 times in the first 5 days.
Good.
And I mean, it's a
not
lot
enough for New York, but it's plenty for the Midwest.
I mean, we're seeing great results because of it, but I have noticed that as we generate more and more leads, it's starting to slow down when she's able to get to some of the follow-up contacts and follow-up calls that she has from all of the new ones that we generate each day. And so I'm planning, I already have a couple people in the pipeline for once we hit 10 clients, bring on 2 or 3 more and have them work in the dialer and working inside Go High Level as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's so much more to that question, right? We really got to unpack it. Like, how many clients are you working with? Or not how many clients? How many leads are you getting for each of your clients, right? Are they long form or are they short form? What's the follow-up plan look like? You know, like there's only so many dials they can make a day. And if they're doing a lot of cold dials, then they're not going to be able to do a lot of follow-up. So yeah, without diving into that, it's really tough to give you an answer. I mean, could one ISA work effectively? I mean, one ISA, if you're doing enough leads, could work full-time for one client, right? But they could also work part-time for 10 clients if you're not doing that many leads. So,
and it depends on if you're working within Go High Level as well, because you're switching between accounts. You're doing a whole bunch of things inside of Go High Level on top of calling everyone. And so definitely want to be
looking at new internet providers
to it throughout the day for call time versus Go High Level time. Did you guys catch up?
No, you cut out. Definitely want to be looking at.
Matt's like, I definitely want to be looking at internet providers.
For real though, for real. So you want to be looking at, I can't even remember what I said. That's the best part. Can't even remember what I said. If you want to make sure you're working outside of Go High Level, if you do have a lot of clients, because you're switching between accounts, you're doing a lot of different things inside of Go High Level. And so the more you can automate Go High Level and simply work the conversations, the more you can have your ISA dialing out. And if anyone wants help with that, just reach out to me. I'm more than happy to share with you guys my setup.
And here's my affiliate link.
Yeah, I think he's got an affiliate link.
So,
hey, well, listen, guys, we're
pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, we're at 10 o'clock here. Forrest, listen, we really appreciate you being on this call. This was a lot of fun. Diving into your sales stuff, diving into your conversions and all that. Guys, if you've been watching the entire time here, hashtag Super Trooper, we want to know who's been, watching, who's been supporting and so on. Make sure to check out Forrest's, we're going to drop a link here, Matt. Are we going to, let's help Forrest out.
Should we just drop it?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and drop it.
Right.
Matt and I went ahead and bought the Forrest's course, 60% off for the next 24 hours here. Guys, go take a look.
Hang on.
What's that?
Sorry, my wife just asked for my Hulu password, so I gotta copy the link again before I send everybody my password for Hulu.
Well, you all saw my credit card, so I'm gonna have to cancel that credit card, I think.
There you go.
Right? Did you guys see that when I made that little mistake?
No, we didn't see credit card.
Oh no, I 100% showed my credit, my CVV.
What?
Yeah, you guys didn't catch that, right? Yeah, when I bought
I
the
didn't really
course.
pay attention to it.
Yeah,
No, because
I
I
thought it was
said, "Are you
something
going to
else that
show your
popped up.
credit card?" And then you clicked off.
and I clicked back on, and it was right there on the screen. So,
Well, now everybody knows. There you go.
So guys, we got Justin here, Super Trooper. Thank you so much, Moses, Super Trooper. I'm sure Giovanni's been watching for a little while. We just saw your phone. Yeah.
Keith
Anyways,
says, "Wait
whatever.
a couple days."
Keith's been here for a little while. Wait a couple days here. Listen, Forrest, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for sharing so much stuff. Really appreciate you sharing some of your strategies around LinkedIn and stuff. I want to dive into that kind of, I think that, it's just some of the stuff we're doing with real estate agents, the academy. I'm going to go ahead and dive into that. That's part of the reason why we invested. But also we invested in you because, you're part of the academy. It's been, you've been around for the past year. Now we'd really, anybody that wants to take a look at some of the acquisition stuff on LinkedIn. I think it's one of those things where it's like nobody really knows what to do. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, no one's there yet. So that's why ads are booming right now. And it's only a matter of time until someone figures out how to get those high quality buyers and sellers.
Yeah.
Not to mention there's a huge opportunity for luxury leads on there, which is what I'm personally trying to crack right now.
Right.
Because you can target some very specific people. And so once that code is cracked, prices are increasing tenfold.
No. However, anybody that's picking up your course for the $200, you're going to go ahead and add a few little updates and stuff like that, right? I think we talked about that a little bit.
Yep.
So, but hey, listen, Forrest, it's been a blast here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, talking with us here on Whiskey Thursday. Everybody else that's watching, thank you so much. Matt, it's been a pleasure as usual.
Good time. And again, Forrest, I hope you get a sales guy soon so you can play Warzone again.
Me too.
So with that, guys, if you're watching from YouTube, make sure to come check us out every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We usually hang out in the Real Estate Marketing Conversion Mastery Facebook group. We're usually here for about an hour to 2 hours tonight. Woo! It's really, it's a whole lot of fun. And guys, everybody that's been watching, supporting us and so on, we really, really appreciate it. And that is it. Matt, it's been a blast. Forrest, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you guys for
having me. Who
having
do we have
me.
next week, Matt?
Who do we have next week? We have Yash.
Yash is going to come on and
There we
share
go.
how he's been able to grow his academy, his academy. Welcome to Whiskey Thursday, guys. Woo! Cheers. Woo! How he's been able to grow his agency. I think way past 6 figures as well. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a great show next week. Make sure to tune in 8 p.m. Thursday night. Forrest, stick around. Thank you so much for tuning in. And with that, have a great night, guys. Take it easy.
Peace out, guys.